To begin today's program on the right foot, it is imperative that we gain a clear picture of the day's program. To introduce the inauguration of the Penang Institute and the Penang in Asia lecture series, please welcome Professor Dr. Woo Wing Thye.
Hi, good morning. I was asked to help in the planning of the program for this event. I'd like to tell you about the nature of our discussions. We decided that how would one picture the Malaysian economy and society? One could think of it as a car that is trying to get onto the road to prosperity and social harmony. And we ask, what are the kind of things, what are the challenges that the car would face? What would prevent the car from reaching its destination? And influenced by the industrial base of Penang, we came up with 3 types of challenges. The first is hardware challenge, the second, software challenge, and the third, power supply challenge. Hardware challenge would be the equivalent of the car engines dying. For example, it could, for an economy, it would be like the failure of the financial sector and declining industrial productivity. And for software failure, it would be the equivalent of the car crashing because people inside the car are unhappy with the direction that the car is taking and how it is driven. If it is incompetently done, one wants to have a new driver, and social discord could derail the movement of the car and hence a crash. Both of these types of failures are well addressed in the new economic model that we saw that came out in the last 2 years. What is missing in the new economic model is the third type of failure, power supply failure. And this will be the focus of today's event. Specifically, there are many types of power supply failures. The first 2 would be, 1, the car running out of petrol. For example, an economy running out of water, the net deterioration of the natural environment in general. And the second has to do with unable to have enough power in the car to overcome the barriers that are in front of the car. For example, there could be a landslide, there could be a flood, but the car just doesn't have the power to plow through the landslide and get on to the other side. For the case of Penang, what is very important in driving the Proton Saga is to be able to avoid the landslides, the floods, and to pick the best possible route to prosperity. And Penang has always depended on its prosperity and identity with the international community. We are an internationalized city from a very early time. And so what we wish to design the program about is to bring in the leading experts of the world to talk about the landscape that's out there and how we should think about to get our hardware right, our software right, and guided by our knowledge of the state of the world, be able to achieve the prosperity that our human potential entitle us to. So that is in brief the big picture of what the program is about. The first speaker is Professor James Merlis, who will tell us about the current global financial crisis that we face. And in the afternoon, we will have 3 experts, Hai Wen of Beijing University, Ivan Aziz of Cornell University, and Warwick McKibben of Australian National University, to tell us about what they see as the roadmaps, what lies ahead at the next turn of the road, and what other choices at the crossroads we would face. So I hoped that you would enjoy this program, and I hope that we will continue to get your participation in future activities. Thank you.